is that? I love it.
I think it's
Horse?
supposed to be a dog. Maybe.
I love it so much.
I could.
No.
No.
The collar, though. We'll find out.
Who fucking knows?
Trouble Unleashed. A tragic day at the races.
Oh lord, it is a horse.
Oh.
It's the dog
it's a
race
dog
or a
and-
horse race?
No, I think it's dogs
Like
if it's dog
creature,
racing.
And I love it. It's so bad.
Oh,
Hmm.
Oh my god.
I can't tell what that is anymore.
Dog,
It's like a
question
mix.
mark.
Yeah.
It's chewing. That's what it is.
This is some real great visual framing right here, by the way. Just gonna compliment that real quick.
All right, so this guy's been shot, and he's got a bloody lip. Maybe
And
some
he's
kind
got
of.
the key that
Punched.
presumably goes to these cages.
2 to 3 p.m. feed dogs. 3 p.m. onwards, prep for race, then run errand for HB. Number 17 has become overly protective. Easier to just keep by my side at all times.
Oh my god, it is a dog.
Nice dog. BW, which artist can't draw dogs? I can't remember.
Kev Walker. Kev Walker cannot draw
That's-
dogs.
Is that a Kev Walker dog?
Yes.
All right, so the gun has been fired.
I guess
So
that
if
makes
this
sense.
dog, if the white dog here is number 17, then it looks like they
It's-
tore a chunk out of whoever shot the guy.
Good thing we got here before they could get rid of the body. Find anything out, Roy? Looks like something happened at the office as well. I'll be damned. How'd they get past those 2 guards? I have a theory. I'll have to check some details. Anything else? How'd your interviews go? It's interesting, Cliff. They're evasive, but I'm not sensing any outright lies, except perhaps this vet business.
All right. Okay,
I
so I
guess we were
presume we
in
were
there.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So-
the kennel, and the dead
Now there's a
man was
pack
in
of
the car.
dogs surrounding the cop car.
There goes the rabbit. I almost didn't just see you up here. You know anything about what happened? I've just come down from the north side of town and don't know much about this place, but I think someone in a big coat entered the kennels. 3-day cassette tape is full.
Maybe he's a journalist or something.
I got
Well,
here
they're
after the
dressed
race
the
is
same.
finished.
The gangster who died.
Similarly? Yeah, maybe. I got here after the race is finished. I saw the dogs had gotten out and knew something was wrong. That's when I found Leo like that. You're looking a little worse for wear yourself. Oh, this? You don't need to worry about me, officer. Just some roughhousing.
Oh, he's got a black eye.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
These are some dogs, all right.
Kev
Dogs,
Walker
question
dogs.
We got Twizzle and Jess and Maggie and Godsend.
Quizzle is the only one that matches their name.
Oh, we don't get the others.
Tag
was with
yourself up, Twizzle.
I was with Leo before it happened. He told me to make the call that Zero was ready for pickup. Pickup? Oh, to take to the vet. Zero is one of our dogs, very sick. You probably don't want to get too close.
What happened to your
That guy's missing his hand.
brother?
That's the guy. Yeah,
Hmm.
Oh my
Tom's is
God,
right.
yeah.
These guys definitely match.
Obsessed with the dogs.
Well, that guy looks like a monkey. Only time I left my post was to chase off a troublemaker while the race was happening. This your usual post? It is now. We had a break-in on Tuesday night, so we're not letting anything slide. We're keeping tight watch on this office day and night. He's got keep Andiers out. Yellow jackets work in pairs, stupid jerks.
The Andier's gang was one of the ones that the mayor was mentioning on the TV.
Yeah. I've got a shipment of 6 items going out to the new asset today. The usual method should work. Let him in for pickup at 3:45. I'll be out grabbing a seat. Also, if the blonde comes whining again, tell him to suck it up and keep working with the Tsar. If he can't defend himself against a one-handed man, that's his own damn problem. The Tsars are a useful part of this organization. HB.
The one-handed guy punched the other guy wearing the red jacket.
Yeah, they're not getting along. Okay, so this must be the track owner.
Nothing is missing, just like last time. All they did was cause a mess. Any idea how they got in? No. I'm in here all day, and I keep it locked up when I'm not. Now, could you hurry this up, Detective? I have all my meetings in this office, and your presence is not conducive to business.
Also, they are absolutely smuggling drugs in the dog somehow.
Bauer Restoration Works.
Alright, what else we got here?
No more slums. Heritage Building renovation plan. Moira promises, Hildegard delivers. Wednesday.
So this woman
Meet-
is working with the mayor.
Meet with BRW Board Re-Heritage Project. Ensure MM absent. Thursday. Meet with restaurant staff. Stock replenishment and new security measures.
Ooh, is she in charge of the drug restaurant too?
So sorry about the mess. Benny knocked over the plant, which hit stuff off the shelf, but I gathered all 7 items and nothing seems broken.
That's...
6.
A drill.
All of those items were what were in the bag in the kennel.
Yeah.
Note says 7.
There's only
There are
6 there, yeah. So there's something missing.
The gun. Ooh. Lock is scratched and
Someone
damaged.
Lockpicks were also in the kennel.
Yeah, they were. Alright, shut up.
Yeah, this
I'm always
guy-
by Miss Bauer's side, and I don't talk to the police. Just for the record, can you tell me about the victim? Did he have any enemies, people who would wish him harm?
All cops are bastards, never talk to the cops.
Roy Sampson's decent. And in real life, I agree with you, but Roy Sampson's fine.
I've been in here all day. I will say, I did hear some people around the office area making a commotion. Did you hear what they were saying? One was hurling insults about Miss Bauer, saying she, quote, ruined their business, and that she's the mayor's pet. Insulting Hildegard Bauer here seems unwise. And unwarranted. Miss Bauer's a hard worker, and she always finds time to support her favorite girl.
She's got an army of
Oh,
weird
also,
badger
in
dog
the lower right there. Hey, look, it's the car that the
Oh yeah,
Ford-
the tiger.
Oh my god,
The
you're
tiger
right.
car.
yeah, the tiger with the lion's mane.
Oh,
Friday
he's got
races.
more names.
4:10 p.m. Arlick 02, Paddington 08, Twizzle 24, Jess 15, 4:50, Runner 21, Maggie 18, Godsend 6, Fast Legs 3, in reserve with Kennel Master, Benny 17, Blue 27.
Okay,
So
So
there's
Benny
no
is the dog inside there, I'm guessing.
But there's no. They were like, oh, one of our dogs named Zira is going to the vet. They've got
Yeah.
no dog named Zira.
While I was waiting in line to make my bet, some guy in a big coat shoved past, calling out for Benny. Did he find him? I don't know. He searched around for a moment, then suddenly ran off toward those wooden gates. Racer, Godsend 6 to win, stake 5 money. Subsidiary member of Bauer National. So you didn't see anything? Not at the kennels, I must apologize. I did see 2 men running away from the office, then someone else went up to the door a little bit later. Could you describe the person? Not really. I was distracted by the sound of the race starting and that lovely polka-dotted dog. I had good money on her. I took a hit for that guy. Hope he got what he came here for. Now I've just got to collect myself and keep away from those cops.
Or is that the guy that the blonde guy got in a fight with?
There's a
Okay,
lot
I
to
feel
go
like
over here.
identifying who's what would be the easiest. Like,
Yeah, we gotta
Kennel
start
Master?
with that.
Kennel Master's the dead guy. He had the key to the
yeah.
kennel.
Yeah, that's him.
Track owner
Trap
is
owner's the
her.
woman.
Dorgard, I think, is the guy who. I think
That
it's the
was
guy who
this
can
guy,
talk
Or
right?
guy, or,
Yeah.
no, Dorgard is the
Bodyguard.
monkey.
Beauregard is
The
monkey.
bodyguard is the other guy. That's
Yeah.
the Dorgard.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, here. That's the door guard. So
And the other guy in the blue suit is the bodyguard.
North
Benny is the
Sider.
dog that's
oh yeah, Benny is which dog?
One of the dog. It's that dog.
White dog.
That dog.
They look
The
like
one that's chewing.
badgers.
This one.
Yeah.
The North Sider is the gorbless looking guy on the left, or on the right.
Which one? With this guy or this guy?
That guy. No,
Yeah,
that guy.
top guy.
Okay, the journalist guy.
Combined a badger and
Yeah.
a horse. You would have these dogs.
Favorite girl was polka dotted dog.
No. Was it the
No.
polka dotted dog or was no? It
Yeah,
sounded like she
that-
was referring to
She
herself.
said it. The
in-
lady at the bottom right said the favorite girl.
No.
No,
Wait,
no,
no.
the woman, the ticket counter is the one who said.
Oh,
But didn't the track owner have a dog collar in her? Go
Oh,
look at
she
the track
did.
owner.
She did. Hang on. It was
That'll tell-
Jess. Which one
Yes.
is Jess?
Okay, which one's yes?
I think it's the top right.
Yeah, it's this one.
Yeah. So it is referring to a dog, not the one that we thought.
So who's the
And
czar?
then
And
the-
then the czar is the one-handed
One-handed
guy.
Yeah.
Something.
It's blue,
So-
blue hair.
It was that guy, the blue hair.
Blue,
Yeah.
blue hair guy.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to see which
Next.
What did they?
Oh, someone had a note about Czar.
Yeah, that's what I
It
was
was
just looking
one of the
for.
blue. It was one of the bodyguard guys.
Oh, it's this
I
one.
think the body. Yeah.
If
With
the blonde
the
comes
no, with
flying-
the Czar. The Czars are the Czars. I guess
Well,
it could
with
be,
the czar. Okay, so this is the czar is he's a member of the gang, the czars. But he must be the only one.
Yeah, they're just
If the
yeah, they're
blonde
just
comes
referring to
whining,
him as
who's the blonde? Because it's not that guy. Because
This
he's
guy?
also a czar. No. If he's a czar, then
No.
he's not going to be coming and whining about working with them.
Not necessarily.
But the czar they're looking for is the one-handed man, for sure. So that would finish roles.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. All right.
So. Okay, so on Tuesday.
Remember the Czar gang?
no. I think this is the Andir gang showed up to.
Yeah, because the Andiers wear the yellow jackets.
All right. Well, okay. So on Tuesday they broke into the office.
Well, that just said. Oh yeah, broke into. I didn't see it was a double.
Yeah,
They-
'cause
They did not.
The
Again,
Norgard mentioned.
they didn't take anything. I remember that was one
No.
thing she did say.
But they clearly did.
But left a tape recorder.
Oh, a
There's
3-day tape recorder, the North
a 3-day
Sider
tape
guy.
recorder.
Yeah,
That guy is
'Cause
a
it's-
That
different
would've been
gang.
3 days ago.
it
Yeah, he's the other member of the Andier gang. He's working with the guy outside. Because they're trying to get, because the track owner runs another gang, or she does the drugs and shit, and they're trying to get info about her.
Oh, no, don't need that.
So they left.
yes.
But
They left the
the-
tape
He's a
recorder
member of the Angier gang.
to record the track owner meeting.
Meetings? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Meetings,
yeah. No, she did say that all the meetings take place there.
And it's
So,
a member of the
So yeah, I think the first red is Andir's.
Andier, yeah.
Andir.
On Friday, the track
Andy's
owner
wins.
and the bodyguard were busy watching Jess race because Jess was in one of the races
She always makes
They
time.
to watch her favorite girl. So her and the bodyguard would have been doing that.
Yeah.
So okay, so the bodyguard. Oh no.
And the track owner
Yeah, the bodyguard and the track owner.
were busy watching, Jess
Jess
race.
race.
And we have to look at the timesheet again to see
Yeah,
when.
that was. That was at 4:10.
4:10. Okay.
One member of the Andiers, we think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Distracted the door guard while the other tried to collect the tape recorder.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Where is it? Oh, here.
Tape record. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
But the tape recorder wasn't in the office because there was the whole thing with Benny had disturbed the
Thing
Benny had
he's
disturbed
holding
the
onto
items. Missing.
So
Okay.
this is going to be earlier than the race, probably.
Yeah. Well, when did the kennel guy had his schedule in his
Yeah.
pocket, the dead guy.
Feed the dogs, prep for race, run
Three-
errand for
Yeah,
injury.
probably
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
He went into the office to get something, and the dog was with him.
Yeah. So the kennel master went to.
What was he actually supposed to pick up from the office?
We don't know. Or no, he left a note, didn't he?
It's the number of items that he was supposed to grab.
Yeah, and he has
Retrieve
1, 2,
7
3,
items.
4, and he
1,
has
2,
all 6 of
3,
those.
He's got 6 items, yeah. There were
We don't
7.
know. We don't know what these items are, right? We don't know why they're relevant
I don't think so. Not at this point.
From the office.
from the office. But Benny knocked the shelf down that the items were on.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we saw that the shelf was a mess.
Benny knocked the shelf down. He left with 7.
Shelf.
The 7th
The
object was a
seventh
tape
item
recorder.
was a tape
Yeah.
recorder, which had been under the shelf? On the shelf?
On? Must have been.
What?
No,
That
it must have been
Oh.
under. It must have been under.
Yeah, 'cause there were only 6 item slots.
which was
The shelf had 6 spots in the dust on it.
yeah.
Yeah. So the tape recorder would have been under.
So this was.
And that was at 3 o'clock. That was at 3 p.m.
And then the Kennel Master, or no, someone saw the note. Because remember, the Kennel Master left a note that Benny had knocked over the shelf. So someone saw the note, but who saw it?
Northsider.
Presumably she did, right?
It would have been. No, I think the Northsider saw it when he was in here trying to find
His
the
note's in the
the
trash. So yeah. Benny knocked over the plant, but I gathered up all 7 items. Oh, Benny knocked the plant, not the shelf.
Oh,
Benny
he knocked the plant down.
Well, no, I still
Well,
think it's he knocked the shelf
It's
down.
probably
It-
the shelf.
I bet either one
and
works
I think
there.
the tape recorder was buried in the plant.
Oh, no, that makes
Oh!
sense.
No, you're right.
That makes more sense.
Oh, because yeah, well, if
Oh,
you
it had been
look
in
at the
the
tape
in
recorder,
the
it's got like
plant.
yeah.
In the
Okay, so
plant.
then I think it is knocked the shelf down.
The-
Because the shelf fell.
But yeah, I think if you go look at the tape recorder, there was like some kind of dirt or grime on the corner of it.
Yeah.
Oh my, yeah, you're totally right. So
Oh,
then they
all
must have
over it.
gone
Yeah,
in
it
at
was buried
4:10 again,
in that dirt.
Because that's when the owner would have been gone, right? This is still 4:10.
Maybe.
Okay.
So
well,
the
when,
Nor-
Yeah, well, he
that's
wouldn't have been
when
in there
she
for
was
40
out of the
minutes.
office.
The Northsider.
Saw the Kennel Master's note.
And went looking for Benny. Because remember, the guy who was betting said that someone came around shouting Benny, Benny.
That
Yeah.
makes sense. And they may not have known
When he
that
saw
Benny
that
is
Benny-
a dog and not a
Right.
person.
Yes.
When he saw that Benny
Well,
was a
that-
dog,
Benny was a dog, he went to the kennel.
Yep. He went to the
Kennels.
kennels.
Plural.
Kennels. There it is.
And he saw that Benny was a gambler. Benny was a new asset.
See, while
Fighting.
Northsider shot the.
distracted.
while
Fighting
while
over
fighting
the
over the
tape
tape recorder, the Northsider shot the Kennel Master.
Kennel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
the
maybe
one
the-
of these
maybe
times
they-
is. I bet
Benny-
you one or both of these times are wrong.
It could also be Benny knocked the plant. Or, well, it says shelf down, so now.
Try 345 for the first time, because then he would, because then the Northsider would have gone in before the Andir gang did,
Oh.
and the tape recorder would already have been gone.
Oh no, I was gonna say maybe it's 345. The Kennel Master went over
Yeah.
Oh,
because
okay.
his after 3 p.m. is like prep for race.
Preference,
3 p.m.
then run
onwards.
errand. Then run errand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nope, you're right.
I think it's 345 and the other
and
time
then
is
410.
correct.
No. That goes up on top and it's 410 on the bottom.
Yep. Because 410 is still when the Kennel Master.
There we go.
Poor Kennel Master didn't actually do anything except his fucking job and then died. Got
Yeah.
shot.
To get dirt on the Bowers, 2 members of the rival Andir gang planted a recording device in Hildegard's office. When they returned to collect it 3 days later, it had been mistakenly moved to the kennels as part of a secret delivery. During the struggle to take back the recording device, one of the Andirs shot Leo, the Kennel Master.
So Hildegard is into all sorts of sketchy shit.
Makes sense. Miss Bauer, this project continues to show promise. One of our new friend's offer of power seems to have been more than just an attempt to save his own life. And to think, if he hadn't hit your restaurant, the Andirs may have been the ones who found him. Communication has been somewhat tricky. Although he doesn't look like it, he is speaking Lemurian, but it sounds like some ancient version of what I speak. Luckily, his Albionian is improving every day, so we can often meet in the middle. I know we haven't been able to get Zura moved out yet, but we're ready to continue Phase 2 testing of the Disarranger as soon as you are. Pooty.
Disarranger.
Okay, so
I'm
they're in
assuming it's that gun.
so the Bauer gang found Echo.
Yes. And
Seems
he's
it,
working with
yeah.
them.
Or honestly, they might have taken him to the car. Miss Pooty, your update is appreciated. The Andirs may have not have gotten their hands on him, but what they did get from us endangers our whole operation. If our naive benefactor learns what we've been doing, things will sour very quickly. I will bring the supplies myself. Keep an ear to the ground. If we see any signs that she knows, Phase 2 testing will need to be done on an accelerated schedule. HB.
Right, because Hildegard is pretending to be some sort of like benevolent businesswoman who's helping the mayor clean up drugs, but actually she's selling drugs.
I mean, the mayor's probably in on it too.
It sounds not, because remember the note she had? It was like, make sure the mayor isn't there.
Oh, true.
So the
Oh
mayor
yeah, make
may
sure
just-
MM isn't there, and the mayor's name was MM.
Yeah. No, I think the mayor's completely innocent.
Okay.
Sick fishing contraption? That's how that works.
We're trying.
That's how you fish.